So hello guys, it's Flipping Markets here, and I just want to make some things clear about yesterday's this trade breakdown, because a lot of you guys asked me in DMs and the group, why did I enter based on this change of character and not this change of character, and why did I enter here and not here. So I just want to make some things clear. Okay, as you can see, we had this 15-minute supply zone right here with 5 equal tops below that zone, right? Let me just show this 15-minute zone real quick on the 15-minute chart. So as you can see, we had this 4-hour demand tap right here, change character, and started to create a series of higher highs and higher lows. And these movements are slow, right? So our main trend is bearish, and this is just the counter trend, slow pullback, right? Okay. We had these equal highs right here, and we swept that equal highs with this fuck you candle, so all of the liquidity were collected from this area. Okay, after the liquidity collect, we created this supply zone that changed character right here, and created a perfect double bottom just above the 5-minute demand zone, right? So this confirms that these lows have to be swept into this 5-minute demand zone, and that's exactly what happened with this movement. Okay, let's jump on the 1 minute. As you can see, this is the 15-minute supply zone that changed character and created the double bottoms, and the other bottom is right here. Okay, New York Open was right here, and New York Open just created the third top, right? After that, price created a ranging market. So this was the perfect range. What do we know about range? What did I tell you about ranges? If ranges create equal highs and equal lows, those highs and lows have to be swept, right? And that's basically a rule. If you see a range, the lows and the highs have to be swept. And that's exactly what happened. Maybe some of you entered on this supply zone because you saw that this supply zone changed character right here, but it wasn't a change of character. It was just a range sweep. Okay, this was equal lows, and this movement swept those equal lows, right? It's in the PDF. The sweeps have to happen with candles, with high impact candles, and that's exactly what happened. So take care, guys, and pay attention to these ranges, because paying attention to these ranges will protect you from unnecessary losses. So after we swept the lows with this movement, we started to form a series of higher highs and higher lows again. And we still have these tops right here with liquidity just below the zone, right? Sorry. So as you can see, where was the last demand zone that pushed us into the 15-minute supply zone? It's right here. This is the last demand zone that created inefficiency and pushed us into the 15-minute supply zone. If you take a closer look, you can see this candle is on the last demand zone because it couldn't create a new high, right? So this means this is equal highs also. So this also confirms that this is our right demand zone. Okay. So this is our low point. This is our high point. Everything between these highs and lows, I mean high and low, is just a range. It's just a pullback of the high. Let me just show that with arrow movements. So let's say we create a series of higher highs and higher lows, and we created our last high here. And this high was a supply tap. Okay. In this case, this is a low that created a new high, and this is a new high. Everything between these zones are just range. If you see something like this, so a pullback happens, and the pullback of that pullback fails to create a new high, that confirms that this is a weak low. You know the weak lows can't create a new high, right? And that's happened. That's exactly what happened. Because this weak low couldn't create a new high, and That's where the idea came from. So this high broke this weak low, right? But this isn't a change of character, because a weak low can't change character. A break of the weak low is not a change of character. The real change of character will be here. If this low breaks, then this is the change of character, right? Because price can easily do that, to do this movement, change character, fake change of character right here, and you enter here, and it reacts on the demand zone and just turn around and create a break of structure on the upside, right? So be careful with these fake movements, and pay attention to the highs and lows. It's really, really important to map your highs and lows. Okay, so back to the trade. As you can see, this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. We created a high, we had our low, we created a pullback with a weak low, and that weak low failed to create failed to break above this high. So this is not a break of structure. This confirms this is a weak low. And when this weak low broke with this movement, this wasn't a change of character. You could enter here, right? But this demand could easily turn around the movement and create a break of structure on the upside. That's why I entered based on this supply zone, because this supply zone broke the last demand zone, right? So this means this is a flip and change of character. So this supply zone changed character and flipped the demand. This confirms that you can easily enter based on this candle. And that's why I entered on this candle and not on this candle. So the TP, my original TP would have been this demand zone right here, but I did not have time to monitor the market, so I closed my trade in 1.6 risk-reward ratio on this extreme demand zone, and I knew that this demand zone will not hold, because this is a weak low, weak demand, right? Because as you can see, it's weak, it couldn't create a new high. This demand zone created a new high, so this means this is the strong low. And as soon as the strong low breaks, you can enter on the trade, right? And this was the strong low. This was the strong demand, because this demand here created a new high, right? So yeah, basically that's the idea behind this trade. And I ask you to pay attention to these highs and lows, because it can really protect you from unnecessary losses. So okay, guys, that's all. And I hope it made sense for you. And take care. Goodbye, guys.